Hey folks, today I'm going to talk a little bit about using motivational interviewing for relapse prevention and relapse management. Things are really stressful right now. People are home and feeling disconnected from their communities and are finding these new ways to connect online. I know there's a lot of recovery meetings online, but I did want to mention the importance of keeping our clients tied into their why of recovery. So it's a great time to revisit the why with clients. So in motivational interviewing, language, client language around change is essentially sorted into two categories. There's change talk and there's sustained talk, or what I like to call stuck talk, the talk that defends the status quo. The change talk is the argument for change. It's the I want to change, I could change, I need to change, I've got reason to change, I'm going to change. It's the language that is their why. And right now, and in times of stress, when recovery gets challenged for folks, it's important to connect them back to that why. So these are some great evocative questions that you could use with clients right now to bring them into that. One could be, tell me what makes recovery so important to you. What are some of the things that you have now that you didn't have when you were drinking or using? And of course, every time in motivational interviewing, when we ask questions, we want to reflect. So whatever the client says, reflect that back to them in some form or another. So say you ask a client, say you're talking to a client who's talking about, gosh, I had a slip last week and I drank, and then you're asking, well, what makes it so important to you to string together another period of clean time? And that client says, well, I can't imagine my kids finding out about this. And so then the reflection is, it was really devastating when your kids found out about your use, and you want to do anything you can to avoid that from happening again. Right? So we're essentially using the client's language to remind them and to talk themselves into that recovery. So asking questions that are going to get at their why, what makes this recovery important? What do you have now that you didn't have then? Are a couple great ways, and then making sure that you reflect that back to them. So that's all I have to share for now. So evocative questions, lots of reflections, tie them to their why.